I was running the mile in school, and I was one of the kids with the fastest mile. I think I had like a 5:30 or something like that, but I was in the middle of running, and I fell down onto the track in extreme pain, and went to the nurse. They checked out my back, and they're like, yeah, you have a curve. And then that's when I found out I had scoliosis.
I had 107 degrees and a really bad rotation. Prior to my surgery, I had to quit playing sports, which was my one really true hobby. I played basically every sport possible, and I wasn't even allowed to run or jump or do anything super athletic at all.
I found out I would have to be wearing a brace, which was similar to ACE bandage around my whole entire body, and I had to wear that under my clothes.
Before, when I was younger, both Eric and I, there was a huge misconception throughout our journey saying how surgery was the worst thing we could do to ourselves, and it was just gonna make us worse in the end. It wasn't gonna benefit our lives. We were gonna be stiff as a board our whole entire life.
You'll be a person with a rod that sticks straight. You won't be able to move. You won't be able to sleep. Life will be horrible. Don't ever get surgery. So I was constantly afraid of what surgery would entail for me if my scoliosis progressed to the point where I needed to get surgery, until I met Dr. Newton, until I met people that actually had the surgery themselves, very close friends of mine, very dear friends of mine that have had the surgery, and it's worked for them. They just have, a normal, great life. They can play sports, they can swim, and they have a spine that's actually stronger than mine and yours. They're living the fullest life they can live.
Everybody's situation with scoliosis is completely different. Some people need surgery, some people don't. Some people could get it later. It's not gonna go away anytime soon. Some people may need to get it right away. For Eric and I's situation, obviously I had to get it. I really didn't have a choice, but Eric's still living spinal fusion free, I guess, and he's doing just fine, and he's adjusting his life to what his condition is, and I've done the same with mine.
But both my mom and my dad pushed me super hard to work through the bullying I got, the teasing I got for looking different because I had to wear a brace, because they believed if I wore that brace that maybe my scoliosis wouldn't be as bad as it could have been.
So I think probably the most special moments between my family and I regarding our scoliosis journey was just the fact that we bonded so well over it, and we really grew as a family together. I really couldn't imagine where our family would be if we didn't have this journey to go through, because we went weekly to different therapists and doctors, physical therapists, surgeons, and trying out all different kinds of stuff to try to make our scoliosis better or more bearable than it was beforehand. The research has developed so much since my mom was in high school and she was treating her scoliosis, and my dad, never having to deal with it, really didn't know anything about it at all. He even thought my hair, since it falls on this side of my face, he thought my curve was getting worse because my head had more hair on this side, which was not correct.
There were times where I really felt like I wanted to give up, that I didn't want to live this life anymore, being that I was so uncomfortable in my skin, that I would just, wake up and never want to face my reality. But in the end, that's all you can do. You have to face reality and push yourself through whatever situation it is, whether it's pain, grueling physical therapy, wearing a back brace. The best way to go about it is to be positive and understand that if you have the right mental mindset, you can get through anything that gets in your way.
My parents definitely did encourage Eric and I throughout the whole entire process. If they said anything specific, it was the fact that everybody deals with something. This is just your journey. This is just something you're dealing with. You're not the first person to go through it. You're definitely not the last person to go through it. And we're gonna recover from it, and everything's gonna be fine in the end.
I think the biggest advice that I give a parent, just be with them, encourage them to never stop fighting, to always continue doing what they need to do to wake up every day and feel mentally strong, and to know that whatever they're facing, they can get through.